is the bill to remove the personal belief exemption to opt your children out of vaccines in order for them to go to school to get a public education, a private education, and even a homeschooling education. They have modified this bill so that you can only homeschool, but what this does is absolutely remove a parent's right to decide what can be injected into their child's body. And so this bill right here is actually going to deny citizens a right to an education in the public and private school system in California if parents choose to opt their children out of vaccines or do not comply with them.
Dr. Brian Stenzel, President of the California Chiropractic Association. I'm from San Diego, and our association opposes this bill based on informed consent and being able to give the children here a right to public education that they get in the state of California.
I grew up in Sweden, and everybody who grew up with me during the 60s and 70s, pretty much everyone had measles, mumps, rubella, chickenpox, whooping cough. I happen to also have, apart from all those, I had shingles as well. I had scarlet fever. I don't think everybody had necessarily everything because we had herd immunity, so it took a couple of times before you could actually get the illness. And when I mention this, people think I'm lying. I seriously get called that I'm a complete liar, this didn't happen, I should be dead. And I'm not. So it was kind of the norm during the 60s and 70s. Everybody had these diseases, and if you couldn't get them, you were kind of part of the herd that didn't get it. 68% of the people have to have gone through an illness like that for the rest of the people not to get it. So, you know, we had parties. I was stuck with parties with my cousins and people around me, and my mom had to tell me to go and drink from cousin so-and-so who had measles. Drink from the same cup or something. You know, I wasn't really keen on being sick, but that's what we did.
Great. And so why are you here today?
So I'm here because I want to oppose SB277, which I think is crazy. I also have a vaccine-injured daughter. I have two daughters. I have one who's vaccine-injured. I won't qualify for a medical exemption for her. We basically have to leave the state or possibly even go back to Europe if this goes through. And a lot of people with me, I got signatures from our school in Sonoma County, Live Oak Charter School, and I got about 50 signatures in one day.
I am a chiropractor, and I strongly oppose SB277. Vaccines come with a risk of injury and death, and there's no liability for the medical doctors or the pharmaceutical companies. And in this situation, there should definitely be a choice.
Thank you.
Father of two, I strongly oppose. Smell.
Licensed structural civil engineer in the state of California. We've got no hepatitis B or shot. However, I strongly oppose this.
So my name is Jason Goldich. I'm from Watsonville, California, and I do not have any children, but I'm here today because I've been researching vaccines for many years. The federal government, through the Vaccine Injury Compensation Fund, has paid out over $3 billion in damages to vaccine-injured families in the last 25 years. And that's just for the people that know about the compensation fund. Most people don't know they can even get compensated for adverse reactions. So why I'm here today is like, you know, this is ridiculous. This is a
looks like it's more and you're where you're from.
This is a ridiculous bill because this all started back in January with this measles outbreak where 100 and some odd people came down with measles in Disneyland. Nobody died. It turns out many of these people who got measles were actually already vaccinated. Mm-hmm. We don't even know who the primary carrier was. We don't know if this person was vaccinated or not. We don't know if it was wild measles or was it the atypical man-made measles from the measles vaccine. And for the Senator Pan and all these people that are pushing for this bill to try to eliminate almost 30, 40 years of personal vaccine exemptions for a non-epidemic is insane. It's literally insane.